Hey guys, here we go again. Same day, a few minutes later. July the 22nd. Just after 8 o'clock now. July 22nd, 2020, just after 8 o'clock. July 22nd, 2020, just after 8 o'clock. And again, continuing on here. I'm going to have to check with the computer again now to see the number code of the videos that I've uploaded already. I think this is going to be number 13 now in my boy hunting videos. I'll have that term steered in your brain when I'm done with all this. So, this can be anything under the sun, I suppose, but I mean, again, it's just to get some guy, not attempt to get some guy or guys or whatever interested in an older fart like myself. Just trying to make myself as appealing as I can, even though I'm complaining all the way through. I know. So sorry about the radio there in the last one. So busy with the conversation, getting wrapped up in what I was saying to you and trying to think of what different combinations of the clothes put together here. Now I wasn't paying complete attention to the radio. I noticed how loud it was coming through on the other video, so I guess I'd have to make mention of that now in the description that it wasn't intentional. So, it's hard to know, see, again, I mean, it's like I wanted to play in the background there, but it's hard to know what is the right volume. It was almost cancelling out what I was saying in the conversation, so got to try to keep that in mind too when I'm playing music in the background, to have it just enough for me to be sort of aware of it, but not enough that it's overpowering everything else. So now with continuing on here, this must be video 5, now 4 or 5, I guess, since this afternoon or since the first time making it. I'm going to do another one or two more of these now with these pants that I have on here. And just so you can see, you know, like a combination of with a nice pair. These are very slight trim pants. Old school as all hell. I've had these for ages. Bottom second hand like everything else. And as you can see, no backside going down to my knees, okay? All this saggy, you know, fabric hanging down in your, you know, that area of your body. Or I say that tactfully, you know what I'm talking about. For the life of me, getting into another complaint there now, sorry, but whatever. I don't know how that look ever became fashionable. It's ridiculous as all hell, and it can't be comfortable. There's no way it can be comfortable, for sure it can't be comfortable. All that fabric just hanging down in front of you sort of thing. And your jeans and pants and all the rest of it halfway down around your waist and so on, that, you know, like this. You know, thank God, I mean, it's not a style that I ever picked up on, you know, and never got into, you know. I like, you know, well, I mean, like, I'm a social nudist, okay? Ideally, I wouldn't be wearing anything at all, ever, if I would get away with it. I support that lifestyle and that community and all the rest of it. But if I'm going to be dressed, I'm going to be dressed in things that are form-fitting, and that's the snug into my body sort of thing, and a bit of physique that I have, you know, it's going to show it off well sort of thing, you know, and that stuff that's straight hanging off me left, right, and center and falling off me and so on and so forth, you know. So these pants very much are not like that, you know, even for someone who's almost got no backside to me. I don't know what you are. It actually shows up a little bit of a backside, you know. And I mean, you know, what's wrong with showing it off, guys? I mean, seriously, women do it all the time. I wish guys would stop being so paranoid about showing off their bodies sort of thing. So, I mean, if you got a hell of a lot more bit of physique than I got, show it off, all of it, everywhere. Your upper body, your lower body, wear clothes that flatter you and accentuate your features and so on, and don't be ashamed of it. This attitude that the guys have had over the past 20, 25, 30 odd years of being paranoid, showing any part of their body and so on, that has been a huge, huge step backward in social norms and all the rest of it. You know, I've been in utter dismay for almost 30 odd years now that this particular attitude has developed amongst guys and so on. That just the more dressed you are, the better, and the baggier clothes you wear, the better, and the less revealing you are, the better, and all this ridiculous, insane nonsense. Wish that could as guys would just get past all that freaking foolishness. And that's all it is, foolishness. You might like not hear me saying it, but that's all it is, just plain paranoid foolishness. So I may be paranoid in a lot of ways, but I see an awful lot of paranoia around me as well that becomes social norms that, as far as I'm concerned, shouldn't be. You know, so I think guys had a far better progressive attitude back in the 60s and 70s than anybody has today, as far as, you know, the way guys present themselves, the way they look, you know, what's considered to be appealing clothing styles and all the rest of it. And I hope to God we can get back to that again soon in my lifetime before I croak. Now, there we go, one outfit. I'll try to go through this a little more quickly now, guys, and cut down on my jibber jab there. Half the tops of various things I brought out to try, and I might get a chance to try again now. Excuse me for constantly stepping off the screen here. Now, any of these shirts that I just tried, actually, I think was all blue here. So this is this cap. Oh, I should put that cap on too. So it's this shirt again with this, you know, but with these pants and this this cap. So I gotta stand right back there. Like I said, when I'm looking at the screen here, when I'm nearsighted, I'm assuming well, checking the other videos, I'm at a good position here for you to see everything, so. A lot of this old stuff is kind of half on part too, because I've had a lot of it for years and years, sort of thing, and I should really chop them out of my old clothes, I suppose, and get used to them. But the problem there is money. I keep saying money. Don't have the money. Now this is another cap that I used to wear a lot actually, and don't wear quite so much anymore because the color is fading out of it terribly, and I can never quite seem to get the shape of it the way I want to, but it's another one I wear with, you know, yeah. But anything that sort of like, in my humble opinion, sort of frames my face well, this is why I keep the facial hair. Why I don't, one of the reasons why I don't shave everything on my face. Well, two reasons actually. One, I'm graying. I'm trying to keep that color so you don't see that sort of thing. And the thing there is that when I go clean shaven, the graying areas look like this bald patches. So it just looks like I got bald patches all over my face, where the gray is too, and where the dark is still dark. And that doesn't necessarily work either. But so I just leave the 12 o'clock shadow kind of look. But now I'm having to just kind of like try to work around that as well with you know, drawing it up and all that sort of stuff, because I don't need to advertise the fact that I got grey all over the place. And eventually when it all goes completely grey, well, cross that bridge when I come to it, I guess. Maybe then I'll go clean shaven. So there we go. So I go on to the music on the radio now, and then stop the jibber jabbing, and now I can't hear anything. And okay, I'll try it at that level because I'm too loud. Now let's get back on again. I'm probably going to have to do this again at some point, make it a few more because even with the little bit of clothes that I brought out here, I'm just not, I'm not going to get all the combinations in that I want to get in. What I like about this particular combination, so I've worn this combination as well. The blue that's in the shirt here, God, I wish everything wasn't backwards. It completely throws me off. So when I put the blue that this stuff here matches up with the shirt here, this shirt, perfectly. The shade of blue and the stripes is virtually identical to this shirt itself. So anyway, it makes for I think virtually a perfect combination. This is not bad. This is pretty good. You go out around with this outfit on, I think, like go around town or whatever, I think, hopefully you should look halfway decent. Again, it's old school. I know it's old school. I know it's not at all what the kind of stuff the kids are wearing nowadays, at least here in North America anyway. What's considered trendy and fashionable or whatever. But it's nice. I mean, it's nice colors, it's nice blending of colors sort of thing. It fits me relatively well. And I hope it gives me, maybe halfway youthful look, I suppose. But at this stage, it seems like what I'm really needs freaking plastic surgery. Again, it's this lighting. I had dentist lighting, so you see me. I suppose I wouldn't look quite so bad on a certain lighting downtown. I don't know. And okay. Let's see, where's the line? Oh, of course, then it's just the, just this by itself, of course. So if any young fellow here with me here now, or even a guy in his 30s or whatever with a fun, youthful spirit, I know that this could be made into a real fun afternoon, evening of doing this sort of stuff and videotaping it and so on. And I'm trying to think now if I've worn this combination before that. I don't know if it's the first time I've tried this combination. I must have, I suppose. Because I've had this shirt now over a year, probably about 2 years, so I must have tried this combination before. I always pull the sleeves down on the inside so we're just all even up here. I got my Duracell batteries in the camcorder there now because my rechargeable ones I think are on the verge of completely giving out there, and I need all the rest of them recharged, and I need to buy more rechargeable batteries actually because 13 minutes of mine. Because the 2 or 3 sets that I've had now that I've been using for years, even when they're charged up, like I lose the power as fast as anything. I mean, it's like ridiculously fast. They don't hold the power now for the amount of time at all. So I guess even rechargeable stuff doesn't last forever. So I need to get several packs of rechargeable batteries, new rechargeable batteries. I mean, I'm sure some of these combinations work better than other combinations. But again, I mean, it's just my, as much as anything, it's just my desperate attempt here to show you that looking looking at all these images here, checking, because I check each video now once I finish it for part of it before I do another one. I can see that some of what's going on here, I think, is the fact that I don't have a lot of upper body. No, I don't have my upper body built up much. So because I don't have my upper body built up much, you know, like thick chest and all that sort of stuff, my arms built up and all that jazz, it gives the appearance of my midsection being that much more chunky and whatever sort of thing. So yeah, I mean, it's like I really got to build up my upper body a bit more again, you know. And the thing about all this too, people, is that as you age, when you build yourself up that way, and you get older in life, it's hard for you to keep that muscle mass. And a big, hunky, chunky, you know, muscle god or whatever, who was a muscle god in his young years, in his 20s and 30s and so on, that when he gets up into his 60s, 70s and so on and so forth, all that turns to flat, no matter what he does about it, and then you kind of almost end up in a worse state than if you never built yourself up at all. And so I'm thinking about that now, because I'm thinking about somebody like, I suppose I can mention his name in the videos, I guess, because I'm not going to, whatever. The governor of California, put it that way, you know what I'm talking about. Movie star and all the rest of it. I mean, it's like when he was a young man, he was he was a god. I mean, what can I say? I mean, he was a muscle god. And you look at the poor guy now, he's up in his 70s now, isn't it? Or pushing 80s. Whatever, you know. And like, even he's disgusted with his 30s, well, he's after saying that he is anyway, apparently in one of his interviews. And so this is what happens when you know, another guy too, Italian fellow, if you know what I'm talking about, also an actor and so on, that a big muscle-bound bodybuilder back in the 70s, early 80s and so on, that same thing. So, you know, I don't want to end up that way myself in another 20 years' time. So whatever I strive, whatever kind of physique I strive to get to me, will be more sort of like a swimmer's build kind of physique sort of thing. Well, there's so many combinations I want to try. I'm forgetting it as I'm doing this sort of thing. And I don't know how people do videos in 10 minutes and this and so on. God.
We're also streaming online. You can find us on the website.
I guess you're learning eventually, so with this cap again. Kind of like this cat. I like this cat. Makes me look like a bit of an older man, but I mean, I've seen young men wearing this as well. Of course, now I'm tucking the shirt in. Maybe I shouldn't tuck the shirt in because it might look just as good. Man, I don't. So, more casual looking. So I'll do that way, I guess. So at least then that way, you know, I'm not kind of showing off this garbage too much. 18 minutes. Okay, I'm just changing there, guys, when I'm off the screen here. And 19 minutes, I'm going to have to do. Now this shirt is this is a medium shirt. Now I think I'm after wearing. Yeah, I think I'm after wearing this. Now to tell you how small I actually am, this shirt was given to me by my previous property owner at the previous address that I lived at, and it was from some clothes that her son had actually, and that with the of jeans, and maybe she brought out as well to another video making this. She gave it to me because her 15-year-old son, I get this now, her 15-year-old son was too big for this clothing, okay? It might have been a bigger guy than I was anyway, you know, even at 15. But, so this top was actually too small for this guy at 15 years of age. So she brought some clothes by one day, asked me if I could wear it. She said, looked like it might fit me, sort of thing. I took it. Even though I had all kinds of issues with the woman anyway, but I decided to take it. And wore it. I like the top anyway, regardless. Wearing it ever since, but I mean, it's like, this is how loose it is on me. So, I mean, I'm wearing stuff that like 15-year-old kids can't even fit into, you know, so that'll tell you how small I am. So I'm going to end off this video now. I actually got to go and use the washroom regardless, and maybe do one or two more after this, because I'm actually losing track now. This will be number 13, I guess, in my boyfriend hunting videos. Everyone take care, God bless, and out for now.